Hey guys, it's Riley with ECC, and welcome to the day in the life. Alright guys, so this is meal one. I have this every day. It's a serious mass gainer shake every morning. So what it is water, extra virgin olive oil, 2 eggs, 100 grams of blueberries, 100 grams of banana, and 300 grams of serious mass gainer. So let's put that all together. 100 grams of blueberries, a little bit more. There we go. 10 grams of extra virgin olive oil. Everybody always asks, actually Chris asked me before, don't you taste that extra virgin olive oil in the raw eggs? Definitely, but you gotta get the food down anyway, right? Make sure you chop up the banana or rip it up before you put it in the shake if you're gonna do the shake, just because if you don't, you get just crazy clumps of banana when you're drinking it. It's absolutely disgusting. It makes me want to throw up. Drink this for my first meal. Alright, so shake is done while that kind of settles, just because I hate the foam. I gotta take a few things in the morning, every morning before my first meal. One being the growth, long-acting insulin, BPC 157, because I did hurt my chest and I did get yelled at by Tim. And then a T4 just to help with my thyroid. So let's go ahead and take that shot. So after everything's done, meals are done, everything like that, supplements are taken, I usually feed my demon of a dog, Benny here. Beautiful little pit bull, and then we're gonna go take him for a nice long walk so we can go to the bathroom, or else he will go in my apartment. So obviously he's a little crazy right now because he sees Chris walking backwards, so he's just trying to, get to him. Usually he's still not calm, but hey, listen, it is what it is. He's still a puppy. He's only 8 months. Little Benny boy here. You had so much fun the first day. Okay, perfect, thank you.
Quick and easy.
Yeah, I told him to. I was like, it's not even going to say anything. You're not going to be in it. Eating your meals, like that you've been eating, because I know you're doing your own meal plan.
Yeah, literally the same thing every day. So I start my morning with like 1 small packet of oats, peanut butter on top of that. My next meal pre-workout is ground turkey, like 3 ounces, and then I do 200 to 250 grams of basmati rice, sometimes avocado. This workout is just like a whey protein and sometimes like a rice cake. And then dinner right now is either like salmon, tilapia, chicken.
Alright, so I'm going to go over one of my check-ins with my man Joey here. So he's been with me now for about 3 months. I believe 3 months now. And he's come a tremendous way. I believe he lost about 28 pounds. Where right now we're in the process of trying to essentially cut, because he started with me a little bit fluffier. Sorry, Joey, a little bit fluffier, but he did. I'm going to show you a picture of what he did, what he looked like before and what he looks like right now. We're going to go over a little bit of the plan. So I have his plan here of just his meal plan, his supplements that he's taking, like a fat burner and 1 shot of apple cider vinegar in the morning on an empty stomach right now. He is currently carb cycling, so we have our high days, medium days, and low days, and then your typical meal plan. But right now, he just actually sent me a check-in. I was just talking to him before. Let's see, I want to show you his before picture, which was, it definitely is a lot different than what he looks like right now. My man's just putting in the work. He looks fantastic, and he's essentially ready to start eating. I had to reprimand him a little bit because he did have a cheeseburger last night against my wishes. But it is what it is. We'll count it as a free meal. He's definitely up a pound, but that's okay. Just a little bit of water weight. And yeah, I'm going to finish up this check-in, and then I think we're going to actually go some grocery shopping. All right, so I just finished up some of my check-ins. Now it's time for meal 2, about 2 hours after my 2.5 hours after my first shake. So I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna take a quick trip to the grocery store because Chris just ate my last bit of rice. All right, so after the check-ins, after the second meal of the day, now we're on our way to ShopRite to pick up some more groceries because I cook. Tim has me eating 1 billion cups of rice a day, so now I gotta go pick up more rice. And Chris decided to eat my last bits of rice. But I need other stuff like I'm gonna get some ground chicken, bison, so on and so forth. So we're gonna make a quick stop over there. We'll do a little grocery haul, show you what we get on a typical week of grocery shopping, even though I grocery shop probably like 3 days a week. But yep, you're gonna see everything that we buy. All right, so one of the first things I always get is obviously blueberries because I eat 300 grams of blueberries a day. I go through these like no other. I probably eat, I think a whole pack of this is 200 grams, so I probably go through 1.5 of these every single day. So I'm just gonna pick up 3 of those, and then we're gonna get some raspberries and get some bananas. You always need your bananas, 2 bananas a day. Keeps Tim from yelling at me, so we're going to get some more bananas. And now we're gonna make our way to the ground chicken because I go through 1,000 packs of that a week. And remember, ground chicken and ground chicken breasts are always different, so you want to make sure you look at really what you're getting because ground chicken is 80-20, ground chicken breast is 98-2, so it's a lot leaner of a meat. You could also do a regular chicken breast. I just like it in a ground form. It's easier to eat. I was actually just telling Chris, I've talked to a lot of people that says it looks like dog food, but listen, if you get it down, it doesn't matter what form it's in. 99. No, we're gonna do a 97.3. Ground white turkey. All right, we're recording. All right, so since obviously they don't have any ground chicken breasts because I'm gonna cry, we're just gonna go for this week. We're just gonna get 4 packs of the ground white turkey. It's about the same. It's 1% off, which is not too big of a deal. That's why I'm only getting 4 because I'm only going to cook one round of that, and then hopefully they'll have ground chicken breast maybe tomorrow. But I always do keep 4 packs of ground chicken breast in my freezer just in case for this, so I'll end up cooking that too. Always jasmine rice. I always eat jasmine rice. Always get jasmine rice. Always tell everybody jasmine rice. It's just a little bit different of a grain, or grown differently. I always get a 20-pound bag of jasmine rice. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to almost hit you. But that'll last me probably 2 weeks before I have to get another one. So we'll get that, and then we gotta go get some bison. This is beautiful. Look at this. Look at all of this. This is my favorite thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna get probably 1,000 packs of it and just freeze it. Big bison guy, so obviously seeing this is a beautiful picture. I'm actually gonna buy 4 packs for my boy who doesn't have it in his ShopRite. Only this ShopRite has it for some reason. I don't know why, but whatever. So Chris just asked me this question. I guess I never said this, but I don't really go through that many eggs a week. I usually just go through the 2 that you saw in my first shake. After prep, I have a horrible taste in my mouth for eggs, even with ketchup or hot sauce. I've tried everything. I was just eating so much of it in prep that I'm just like, honestly, they make me sick for some reason. Not like physically, I can't get them down. They're just hard to eat. And eating at the volume that I'm eating at, it's like anything that makes me any bit sick whatsoever, you don't want to even have that in your diet, just because like it just makes everything harder to get down. That's why the meals that I usually eat, I get away with eating so much and for so long, because like I genuinely enjoy it. Like that hot sauce with the honey, the ground chicken breast, the rice, I genuinely enjoy eating those, so I don't really get sick of it. Like the bison I'm raving about, they, you know, to me they taste good. I don't get sick of them, and I can increase or decrease them, as opposed to eggs. It's just like it's a big texture thing for me. It's just not that great. So real quick, we couldn't do it because it was so busy in that aisle, but I did pick up the chocolate rice cakes. Like I said, I have 2 with each my second meal and my third meal, and then Rice Krispie treats. I have 3 in my last meal. So the reason we have the 3 in the last meal is because, one, it's similar to a rice cake. It's a rice product, but also the sugar. You know, with the insulin that I'm taking in, blood sugar and stuff like that, we like to take a little bit of, like, just like the honey, we like to take a little bit of sugar in, just so we don't go
just like us, nobody will say anything.
shit, hypoglycemic. What is the word that you, when your blood sugar drops? So this is not the exciting part. This is when we pay. Let's see what all this comes out to. My 1,000 pounds of bison. One bag. Comes out to $214. That's not too bad. Chris shit a brick when he saw, but it is what it is. That's what we do.
And we just got yelled at.
And we got yelled at. Obviously, you saw that we just got, yelled at for recording in there, but she yelled at us when we were paying. We were about to leave. I don't even know the point of saying anything, but whatever. We got all our content that we needed. Came out to $214. Not too bad. I also went a little overboard with the bison. That was $10 a pound, so obviously that's what did it. That's our typical grocery haul when I need everything. Like I said, I didn't need rice, but that 20 pound of rice bag will last me probably, I would say maybe like 2 to 3 weeks. The Rice Krispie treats, I got 40 of them. That'll last me probably at 5 days a week. I don't know, what does that math come out to? Maybe a month. Yeah, the rice cakes will last me probably a week. The eggs will last me a week. That's not my typical ground meat that I buy, just because I usually get the ground chicken breast, but that'll again last me probably, I would say, 3 days. So most of the stuff is not a regular everyday occurrence. Don't look at my trunk, it's disgusting in there. Thank you. I don't get this stuff every time I go, just like, again, the rice, but when I do need everything, it usually comes out to about $200. I'm not I know everybody does like their grocery hauls of like they're cheap. I just don't. I buy expensive things. I like name brands, and I don't buy any like usually ShopRite brand. Even my ground, I even put down a ground turkey that was ShopRite brand, and I went with the Butterball just because. Whatever. I mean, people yell at me all the time because I'm not saving money, but listen, I'm eating so much food, I have to at least enjoy it, so it is what it is. Alright, so we're back just to let you see what it looks like sprayed. Cut. Pause. No! Just to show you what it looks like all spread out on my counter. This is what I usually get in a grocery haul. Maybe not this much bison. I went a little overboard on the bison just because I got excited. But either way, we have our ground white turkey breast, our bison, rice cakes, blueberries, bananas, eggs, Rice Krispie treats, and rice right here. Boom. All right, so now we're gonna go into the Q&A section because I know we did have some questions come in that I was here
Bruh. Do it again.
Take number 3 because Chris sucks. My man's told me to be quiet and then proceeded to play TikToks. Anyway, now we're on the Q&A portion of the day in the life because I know there were some interesting questions that I did want to go over on this today with Chris. The first one being a really good question. it was the process of quitting my job to take coaching full time. I did want to really talk about this one because this one, to me, this one was big. I've been working full time from 15 years old, washing cars at a used car dealership. Like riding my bike there every day, and then working at, the water park, doing like maintenance work and cleaning up when I was 16 years old, so on and so forth. I've been working full time for a long period of time. So being able to quit full time and working with ECC and working for ECC and essentially working for myself was very big to me. Most recently, I was working at a car dealership. I was selling cars at Kia in Freehold and coaching on the side. The overall goal was always to work full-time until I could get enough clients to be able to take coaching full-time and really submerge myself into this lifestyle, into this industry, which I very much so hold dear to me. I was a personal trainer for a long period of time. I've always worked in the gyms. I've always been in the fitness industry. So being able to take coaching full-time was very important to me, and is what I wanted to do essentially, and not really have to worry about going to a office, going to a job, especially going into prep in 2024 and really trying to take the future of bodybuilding and my career in bodybuilding further than I've already taken it. It would just be more beneficial to be able to work for myself. I was working at Kia full-time, I think it came out to like 52 hours a week, depending on, whatever the case may be, working there all the time. It felt like bringing coolers of meals, and just, I really felt like I was giving two jobs 50% each. So I had to really pick one or the other, and I tried to grind it out as much as I could until I had enough clients to be able to take that full time. So when I did have that number that I was looking for and that goal was hit, I essentially quit my job, reached out to Tim and Marina and told them, who I was already coaching with, that I am now a full-time ECC coach, and now all three of us are full-time coaches. So now I can live this lifestyle of going to shows, doing shows, and coaching and helping people with their goals that they want to reach, all online, with being as far into the industry as I can be. Really exciting thing for me, and it's, a passion of mine that I'm able to step into and take further, and being able to afford all my bills, like my mortgage, my car payment, stuff like that, while, again, working for myself on my computer at home and not having to worry about going to an office, and being able to get a dog who, again, is a menace, but he's just a little puppy. So he tried to eat Chris today, but that's beside the point. Now, the next question I did want to go over is gear cycle, current drug cycles, and future drug cycles. This is a good question. I get this question a lot from day-to-day people, from everybody. What am I using? What am I on? What have I taken? Blah, blah, blah. Right now, it's 900 milligrams of test sip, 600 milligrams of Deca, 400 milligrams of Masteron, insulin, 4 IUs of growth hormone, a small amount of T4, which doesn't really count as a PED, but whatever. So I've been taking this now for, I think, 10 weeks. I've seen a significant difference. I love Deca. I think first of all, let me say I don't condone this for anybody not under guidance or professional. Future cycles, I don't know as of right now. I just wait for my coach to let me know. I know in the past, for my last prep cycle, was definitely Tren, was Anavar, was Test, was Masteron, and a lot of it. That's why I'm losing my hair, and my hairline is worse than LeBron's. I don't know what this future cycle is going to be like. It's kind of a case-by-case basis, depending on my blood work, depending on what show we're doing, where the process is, and what time of the year it is for the shows. How close we are when qualifying, or we just qualifying, or we going to a national show, whatever the case may be. There's a lot of things to take into consideration when figuring out that future cycle. It was a lot last year, not just PEDs, just supplements in general. So it's really based off of a lot of the blood work and a lot of like what we're doing at that time. Next question is, what do I hope to bring to Team ECC? I really just hope to bring a new face. Tim has been doing it a very long time. Marina's been doing it longer than me. I think 4 or 5 years. I want to bring whatever I can whether it's help with the social media, whether it's clients, whether it's just building up the brand in general. I want to take this brand as high as we could possibly take it, and even further than that, being a different voice in the team, going to shows and being able to support any athlete that we have with us, or any client, or whatever the case may be, and being able to help anybody on the team and help anybody in general joining the team. I've had a lot of success recently with onboarding a lot of different clients now as taking this full time, and I want to just bring whatever I can to the table to help support the brand, help support Tim, help support Marina in taking this brand to a bigger level than it already has. I know it is a pretty well-known team here, maybe in New Jersey or in the tri-state area, but I want to help bring it farther than that. That's a good one. So next question is what I just was brought to my attention was, what's one thing you wish you knew or did before you started lifting? I started lifting 11 years ago. 16 years old, I started lifting. It wasn't too serious. I was walking to the gym, jogging to the gym. I was doing whatever I found on YouTube, whatever I knew, whatever, mostly arms, maybe a chest day, back day. I was never one to skip leg day. That's why my legs are decently sized for the rest of my body. I don't want to say big because there's people with legs way bigger than mine. But for a 215-pound light heavyweight competitor, my legs are very large in size. So I never skip leg day. But one thing that I wish I knew was, I wish very early on, it was a different time, but I wish very early on I got a coach rather than when I was 25 years old. I wish I got one at 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old, and started competing and training guided then, because it would have been a whole different story for my drug protocols, for my eating, for my size. I would have been, my muscle maturity especially, I would have had more seasons under my belt. If I just knew what I wanted to do when I was younger in lifting and taking this career on, I wish I was able to figure that out earlier so that I can either be farther in the sport or have a better future in the sport. There are kids right now that are younger than me, that's had a coach longer than me, that have the potential to go farther because they started younger and they were guided better. Not better, but guided more. I wasn't really guided. I did everything myself. So I do wish I had somebody there kind of holding my hand through the process. Because in the past 2 years working with Tim, I've seen a wild, huge difference in my physique, in who I am, in the way I train, in the way I eat, in just 2 years. And if I had 10 years under my belt of doing that, it would be a different story, right? We would have further in this sport that I've already been, considering I'm not that far in it. I've only done one season, one show. But yeah, any advice that I could give anybody is have somebody there that knows what they're doing, have somebody there that is a coach that can guide you through the right way rather than just doing things on your own. So it was time to eat, so I had to go and grab my meal before we continued with the questions. But we do have a few more questions that came in. Favorite muscle group to train? I think just like me, like any other male, it's probably chest. My push days, I get the best contraction in my chest, the best contraction in my shoulders and my triceps compared to my back. My posterior chain is definitely my weaker muscle group. That's what I definitely need improvements on. I do back twice a week. I do literally, because my chest is a dominant part of my body, I do only 2 chest exercises a week, and then mostly just shoulders, rear delts, triceps, and then mostly just back and legs. Hi, we're here to pick up Benny.
To sort your mom's store credit?
Yes, please. How was he today?
Good.
Okay, better than yesterday?
He wasn't with other dogs,
Okay.
so he was by himself.
Okay, perfect, thank you. Thank you guys.
Have a good
one.
Bye, Benny.
Come on, wanna go home, baby? So on the way to Iron Revolution, before we go, I ran out of protein powder, so I need a quick protein shake. So I'm gonna probably get maybe a lean body one, or one of those kind of pre-made protein shakes, which I'm not a big fan of, but I don't feel like going all the way down to wherever, get some protein powder and going back home, mixing up and going to the gym. And then my man's Chris here is a little hungry, so I'm gonna get him a little snack, a little protein powder, a little protein bar, or some of that nature. And then we will head on to Iron to get our lift done. have to do some more taste testing. So Marina, when you see this video, we need to do, these ones are next, I believe. I heard too many good things about these ones, or these ones. So we'll have to give those a shot. All right, cool. Let's check out and be on our way. What's going on, man? How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
All right, you find everything all right?
Yes. Thank you. Thanks, buddy.
No problem.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you letting us film. Not everybody lets us do it, so.
Low impact.
I appreciate you. Yeah. ShopRite did not like it. Yeah, they kicked us out quick. All right, so real quick before we go into the gym, I'm gonna slam back my protein shake. I have my Gatorade in the trunk. I'm gonna just take that back, about half a bottle of that before we go in. Hit my insulin, and then ready to roll. Alright guys, finally, the last meal of the day. I'm exhausted. I'm done for the day. Last meal, I bought 2 of these, another lean body shake, just because I ran out of the whey protein powder, my 3 Rice Krispies, my favorite part of the day, and the 100 grams of raspberries, not blueberries, because I didn't have any more blueberries. But it's fine. So, that is the whole day in the life of Riley with Team ECC. That is my lifting, my day-to-day, my meals, everything that happens to me in a normal Tuesday. I hope you enjoyed it, and let me know what you think.